Hey there, ladies. It's Dr. Brandye. How you doing today? How was your Wednesday? How's your week been? How are things going? Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. Had a few moving parts to orchestrate to be on tonight, and just wanted to get on as quickly as I could and just connect again. How are you guys doing? I missed you. I missed you last week. So glad that we can be together today. I don't know about you guys, but I was starting to feel the fall spirit, and then it got hot again here in Pasadena in LA. So, I'm trying to decide, do I wear the pants? Do I wear the dress? Do I bring the sweater? Do I bring the scarf? Because it's just, the weather is just crazy. It'll be cold. I turned on the heater a couple nights ago, but then today it's super duper warm and I feel like I need to have on a sundress. So I don't even know. I don't even know. How's the weather where you guys are? Is there anything fun happening? I know one of my friends, she's up in Alaska, and they were getting some snow. So the change of season, I know it's coming. It's coming down from the north for sure. But for now, here in California, at least Southern California, it still feels like it's summer. Well, just want to welcome you guys to the live stream tonight. I am Dr. Brandye. I am a board certified OBGYN and libido coach, and I teach women how to feel good in and out of the bedroom and help them to get their sexy back. Every time I say that, it does something to me. It changes my mood. It changes my vibe. Because I'm like, yes, we need to bring the sexy back. And when I say sexy, I mean more about bringing just a woman's ability to feel confident in herself, her ability to feel comfortable in her own skin, her ability to be able to handle any situation, no matter what comes her way. And yes, looking good too. Like you're out there, you're doing your deal, you're doing your thing. So that's what I mean by get your sexy back. It's not just kind of that outward, okay, you get to your ideal weight and you have the look that you want and the makeup or not makeup or whatever that is. It's more about kind of that inner energy that you bring. Like you step into the room and, you're on, you're there, you're ready, and people know. And your heads turn when you step into the room. That's the kind of confidence that I work with women to build. And that's the kind of confidence that I want you to have, and I want you to be aware of and to tap into, so that you just are that woman who you were created to be. So that's a little bit about what I do. Tonight's live stream, I actually wanted to talk about replenishing your soul, and just explore that a little bit. Do you have any special or specific things that you do to replenish your soul? What are the things that make you feel good? What are the things that kind of fill your cup? What are the things that you do so that you can continue to be there and available and good for the people around you, whether that's your family, your friends, your coworkers, what have you. And the reason that I wanted to talk about that tonight specifically was because I've been noticing that lately I've been running on almost like on empty. and just trying to figure out, what things do I need to do so that I can be my best and show up and serve in the capacity that I love, and be of service to the people around me, to my family, to my patients that I see in the office, to my clients that I work with in the coaching sphere. So just remembering and reminding myself. So as I'm talking to you, I'm also talking to myself, and just reminding myself of the things that I want to do and need to do to make sure that I can be the best that I can be. And so I wanted to talk about that tonight. So I hope that's okay. I hope you guys will definitely resonate. I hope this resonates with you, and hope that you can take some things from this and apply it to your own life. So when people think of what they're doing for replenishing their soul, they may think about self-care. And I think self-care has gotten a little bit of a bad rap, because when people talk about self-care, they're like, oh, get a massage, oh, go get your nails done, go get your hair done, those kinds of things. And definitely those are within the realm of self-care. You want to do things that help you to look good and feel good and all of that, for sure. But self-care and the things that you do to replenish your soul are and can be a little more in depth, a little more involved. My goal this weekend is to go and get a pedicure, because I haven't had one in a little bit, and I'm like, yep, I need to go do that. Even though fall is coming and winter is coming, and my toes may be covered, but just that whole experience of going to the nail shop and soaking my feet in the water and having the technician work on my feet and give me a little bit of massage, and put on a pretty color. And I like to get designs on my toenails, so getting a little bit of a design on there, that really does feed my soul. So I'm looking forward to doing that this weekend. I'll show you guys, maybe I'll take a picture and post it in the group so you guys can see what design I chose and what color I chose. But I want to just talk a little bit more about some of the other ways that you can take care of yourself and pour into your soul so that you are able to be who you are. So like I said, this weekend pedicure is going down. So y'all hold me accountable. If y'all don't see a picture by Monday of the pedicure, then hold me accountable. Send me a private message or something. Post it in the group like, hey, you said you're getting a pedicure. We need proof. Okay? I need you guys to help me out with that. So the other things that you can do that qualify as self-care have to do with some of the inner work that you may need to do. For me, journaling is a very helpful activity, just because a lot of things are going through my head and through my mind. And sometimes, I can get tripped up on some things. Sometimes I, stick on one thing when I need to work through that and move to something else. And it keeps my energy stuck. And then I start to get really tired and unmotivated to do things. And so I like to journal sometimes. But sometimes I feel like, okay, I don't have the time to sit and just write and all of that. But what I find is if I don't do that on a regular basis, then I get really tired. I get stuck. I start to have difficulty with processing new information because that old information is still in there doing this in my brain. So I try to at least once a week sit down and just write and journal and write out what I'm thinking, write out what I'm feeling. A lot of times I actually will write a prayer to God. For those of you who believe in God, and I'm one of them, I write out the things that I would say if I were having a face-to-face conversation with God, and I pour it all out there. I pour everything out. There was a time where I felt like I needed to hold back and not to share the things that I was thinking and feeling with God, and just like, okay, well, I can't write that, and I can't say that. I can't say that I'm angry with God. I can't say that I'm disappointed in how this is working out. I can't say that I'm tired of waiting and things of that sort. But in my studies and in my interactions with other people of faith, what I found was that God can handle it. He can take it all. And as long as you're holding on to it, it's blocking your energy. It's blocking the space that you need to be able to receive your blessings and also to be a blessing to other people. So I let it flow. And I tell it like it is. I mean, God already knows anyway, so it's not like it's a surprise, but it's just it is a way of releasing things so that I am then able to show up how I need to show up. So that's one thing that I do, and I recommend if you're a writer, just go ahead and write some things out. A second thing that I like to do in terms of self-care and replenishing my soul is just spending quiet time. And so I have my times where I want to listen to music, and it'll depend on what the music is, what my mood is. Sometimes I want to just listen to meditation type music. Sometimes I want to listen to jazz music. Sometimes I'll listen to more gospel music. Other times I might listen to something different. Like this past weekend, I was listening to my Spotify channel, and on the Spotify channel, they have an Arab party mix. And so I was listening to the Arab party mix and really enjoying that, and just the vibe was good. And so, it depends on what your mood is. It depends on what you want to hear. So listening to music can be a way of replenishing your soul. Dancing can be a way of replenishing your soul as well. But sometimes, I don't need any noise or any music or any of that stuff. I just need to sit and be quiet and be still. And that process allows me to give space to that inner voice inside of me. And that inner voice may, suggest different things that I might want to consider looking at or doing. It's a space for me to have just a chance to quiet my inner mean girl, because sometimes she shows up too. Her name is Victoria, and Victoria has some strong opinions about things, and she'll show up and say some things, and it's like, okay, well, thank you, Victoria, for your insights. I'll take that under advisement. Now, if you could leave me alone in my quiet time, I would be very happy for that. But it's a space, and it's time to listen to what I need and what I want, and just a space for creativity. I've probably come up with a couple of different ideas and plans and solutions to different things, just spending that quiet time. And then it feels good for whatever reason. Like, not all the time does it happen, but when I have that quiet time, I just feel a certain peace and a calm come over me. And just that peace and that calm really just, it makes things better. It totally changes my mood and changes my outlook, and it feels really good. So I would recommend definitely doing or taking some time to just be quiet, turn everything off, turn the TV off, unplug we're not unplugging our phones these days. That shows you how old I am. I had a phone that plugged into the wall. We're not using those anymore. We have mobile devices, so put your phone on silent or airplane mode so that you don't listen, or you're not disturbed by notifications or phone calls or anything. It doesn't have to be anything big. It can be 5 to 10 minutes. A lot of times when I have that sense of calm and peace is in the early mornings, and I'm not a morning person by any stretch of the imagination. However, there have been times when I've gotten up early just to sit, and the still and the quiet and the peace of that time is so dynamic for me. So I even though I don't like getting up early, sometimes getting up early in my house is the best time to have some quiet, some peace and some quiet. Another thing that you can do to replenish your soul has something to do more along the lines with what my passion and what I like to do, which is connecting either to yourself or to your partner through sexual activity. Now, most people wouldn't think of sex as being an act of self-care, but it truly is. Even if you're doing it by yourself, you are connecting to you. You are loving on you. You are exploring what feels good, what doesn't feel good. You are expanding your thoughts and your minds to include the sexual energy, and that is a form of vitality. In ancient Eastern wisdom, I believe it's Buddhism, they believe that one of the ways to enlightenment is actually through sex and orgasm. So it's definitely not anything to poo-poo and say, hey, that's not self-care. That's not something that I would think of that way. You may not, but it actually is a way of taking care of yourself. And so I would say sex is a great way to engage in self-care and replenish your soul. If you're having partnered sex, that also can be a very good source of a filling of your soul. We were put here on this earth to be in relationship with other people, whether that's close, intimate relationships or friendships or family units and things of that sort. But when you have that close, intimate relationship and you're able to open up yourself to receive pleasure, to give pleasure, when you're able to be intimate and connecting in that physical space with your partner, but also in the emotional space and the mental space, because sex is emotion in motion. And so you are putting your heart into it, you're putting your soul into it. So that is also a great way to replenish your soul and fill your cup up. Have you ever noticed that after you've had sex or you've had an orgasm, you just felt, more caring and giving and happy, and you were, able to show more compassion. You're able to be more open and giving to other people. That's a direct response and a direct byproduct of of replenishing your soul. You're putting something in, and then you have something from your cup to give. So definitely want to make sure that we put that one on the list of things that you can do to replenish your soul. Sex is definitely on that list. So that's all I wanted to talk with you guys about tonight. I hope you found this informative, and I hope that you were able to take some nuggets of things that you may want to apply to your own life. I would love to connect with you outside of this space. If you feel that you would like some help or some support in that area, I would love for you to, I'd love to speak to you. So just, you could set up a free strategy session with me. I put the link in the title of the video, but it's bit.ly/Dr. Brandye, DrBrandye. That's the direct link to my calendar. You just put yourself on there and we can have a conversation and talk strategy about how to help you to be able to replenish your soul, and to help you to get your sexy back. So that's all for tonight. Again, I am Dr. Brandye, OBGYN and libido coach, and I teach women how to feel good in and out of the bedroom and get their sexy back. So if you are watching this on the replay, definitely put replay in the comments. Share the video. Sharing is caring. Share the video if you know anyone who can benefit from this information. And definitely, if you would like to set up a strategy session, go ahead and click that link, bit.ly/Dr. Brandye. That's DrBrandye. All right, guys, have a wonderful rest of your week and replenish your souls. Bye.